Well, here she is. All the top hull now is detailed with the rivets and blended in. Oversprayed again like the bottom with the smoke to blend it in some more, helping give it that slightly dirty-ish look. Now with the dry brushing, I'll be using two brushes, primarily a flat brush, great for raised areas over broad surfaces such as the rivets, which is what I really want to pick out. Another brush that is used quite a lot for dry brushing is a round brush. Now, I have a couple of different sizes of these, but obviously for a model this size, they'll be the bigger brushes. Areas above the waterline, I will tend to use the rounder brush on because it's being exposed to the weather. I want that to look a little bit more drier and rustier and weather worn. I can't give you the name of the colour that I'm using. It's a homemade colour. It's just a red, brown, earthy colour. So hold on to your seats and get ready for some paint slapping. I guess I probably should have explained, for those that don't know, the process of dry brushing, been around for a long time, can be overused and can be not used enough. I've used it quite a lot in my wargaming days with painting the miniatures. It's a great way to get a squad done quickly with highlights. Essentially, it's not a lot of brush up, not a lot of paint on the brush, and using a fairly lint-free rag, you essentially take off most of the paint until it's just about dry, and then you just brush over.
Stand by engines. Off ahead. Collision speed full.
Collision speed full.
Something else to remember when you're dry brushing, it's pretty brutal on a brush, and you will really need to make sure that you clean all the paint out because it's mostly dry. It will dry in the bristles and it will destroy the brush. Before you know it, you're up for a new brush long before you have to. I find rinsing them in a good brush cleaner or even alcohol and giving it a good scrub on a rag, followed by some warm soapy water, and then you let it dry and you keep the brush for much longer. Now, the round brush, I'm going to work on the above the waterline areas, give it a bit more readiness, more rusty. Okay, what we have now is I've completed the dry brushing. Just a bit of a close-up to show you where the rivets have been picked out by the dry brushing. You've still got the darker areas underneath and the shadowing lines between the rivets. Also too, you can see the difference now between the areas above the waterline and below the waterline, which I'm, as I said, with the washes, successive washes over top, will still give me that slight demarcation look. Again, where possible, always, if you can, use the flat of the brush on your broader surfaces if you're only picking out the high points, such as the rivets on this particular one. As I said in the previous video, when I was shading the rivets on the edges, it didn't really bother me too much. This is the process now that will bring out those edges back over the shading.